Before we go, no, let me go back to you and Nitty right quick. The first time you guys battled on King of the Dot, right? How familiar with you with Nitty? Because I wasn't familiar with him until that battle.
I only seen one of his battles. That was Conscious Pilot. He battled in Arizona, and I remember Nitty, like, I guess he choked or something, or choked. He lost that battle, but I seen the work. I seen the pen. I was like, yo, I don't know who this dude is, but dude actually kind of nice. So I was prepping for that, and I didn't know that me and Nitty battle was gonna turn out monumental like that. Levon was good, brother. Like the Xylee.
Is it hard to, let me ask you a question. When you got presented to spin the block back on the rematch though, right? Was it hard to spin the block back because you had such a fire battle? You don't want to take that alone, Danny. You know, it's like a fire album. My nigga, you don't want to leave the classic alone. Don't touch. Listen, Danny, we did not like Belly Part 2, my nigga. We did not like
Belly Part 2 and all kind of crazy ass sequels that never lived up to it. I understand it. But so yeah, that was obviously the concern. Like I said, you don't want to remake Scarface and mess it up. You mess up a classic, you know. So I was like, but at the same time, I feel like our writing has gotten so much better, and I always did want to rematch Nitty before I said, you know, before I hang this shit up and not be battling, I got a rematch from Nitty just to see where we at with it now. You know what I'm saying? We both have grown so much. Like, he's rebuttaling, I'm rebuttaling, you know. And like you said, Belly too. What about How High too? What about shit like that? You know, like some things you just leave alone because you don't want to mess it up. But I was confident.
I love Raekwon, right? But I did not like the fact he did only build for Cuban Links Part 2. Leave that alone, my nigga. Don't do that. Leave that alone, fam. We're not doing that.
No, honestly though, I felt I was confident that me and Nitty could produce another fire battle, and we did.
You did.
So we didn't mess it up. You know what I mean? So I liked it. You know what I mean?
Give me your rankings of this battle with Nitty or the battle with Tay-Rock. Where do you rank them right now? Is this or President of the Moment thing right now? What are we doing?
Well, I think me and Nitty was more of an exhibition of just pins between two brothers.
Right.
Me and Tay-Rock was a real grudge match between real rivals. So it was two different type of vibes to both of those battles. You know, me and Nitty up there, we slapping fives and shit again. Me and Rock, it was real tense. So that's the difference. But my work and my bars is always gonna be top. Not no matter who I battle, I'm gonna say the best shit.
That's a fact. Give me your thoughts on Nitty's first round, if you can remember.
I thought it was good, but I also felt like, okay, in my head, I'm like, I know I could beat this round.
So listening to Nitty, you feel in your head, I got some. Well, obviously you did. I would say at the time when he's rapping, you like.
While he's rapping it, yeah, I realized. I was like, yeah, okay, I know I got this first round.
Was it a mistake on Nitty's part to go first and not let
probably so, but I think that was just jitters. It's like the jitters. Sometimes you just ready to rap and get that shit out the way, and let's get this show on the road. Fuck it, let's do it. So maybe it was, but honestly, even if he had even if I went first, I still don't think his first would have overpowered mine. But it probably would have looked closer though.
But you come out the gate with 2 rebuttals, right?
Well, he already should have known I was going to do that.
You know what I mean? Your first round, Danny, man. Talk about your first round, man. This is a phenomenal writing, my guy. Talk to me.
They thought I would go light because that's the homie win. They wasn't knowing my past felonious, bad baloney and molded cheese molded me into thinking like a Babylonian. I grabbed a 40 and get it clear. Y'all seen Paul, first the alien get smoked, stop breathing, then disappear. I'm in a different gear. You triggered it. There's no end to this. I got extended clip on the extended clip on the extended clip. You damn, how many? Let's just say I got an infinite. Witness this. Sometimes it just be a feeling. Last time a demon jumped in, it possessed me to kill him. Some scores are hard to settle. Mr. Gunlines brought a Drake to uncharted levels. I'm the god and devil. The top of the mystery I conquered for centuries. Before dinosaurs became fossils in history, before Darwinism, I was in the ocean. Tilapia fish to me. I am the evolution. Bro, you got to listen to this, bro. Hold on. I just said Darwinism. Hold on. Let me put my shit.
All right.
Before Darwinism, I was in the ocean. Tilapia fish to me. I am the evolution of battle rap. I gotta bring them hell for all my niggas who got caught up and did time in a single cell. That like, evolution from walking out of the ocean as a single cell organism is the Darwin theory. And I'm saying tilapia fish to me, meaning I've been in this battle rap shit since the inception of it. The shit you're doing is great, but nigga, I created this shit. Like it was just levels, bro. And then even we go further down to the
Coco Melon line. The Coco Melon line was crazy.
Coco Melon, 2 COs in the head with the baby. As Coco Melon, I had boatloads selling. My tight cheddar grew to high revenue. I never knew. You got the nice setup, tight sweater, made choices you might never do. It was 12 of my dogs in one whip, but the finish line is what ice led us to. 12 of my dogs in one whip, but the finish line is what ice led us to. Ice, okay, dog sled. 12 of my dogs in one whip at the finish line, meaning the goal of getting this bread is what the crystal meth, the ice led us to. But ice led us and ice sled, meaning dogs on the ice.
Ice sled.
I'm telling you, what? Bro, that whole...
And that's when you
I was the alien when I was the one in DC with laser sight, throwing cane on the lowest lane on each street, then I retreat to a fortress that I made from ice. So I'm talking about the Fortress of Solitude, laser sight. Laser sight, Superman's from, he goes to the Fortress of Solitude, which was actually made out of an ice cave. And then think about it. How is he the alien when I was the one in DC? Now, Superman is also DC comic. I was the one in DC with laser sight, meaning focus. I'm focused down in DC on getting this bread out the streets. I was the one in DC with laser sight, throwing cane on the lowest lane on each street. Then I retreat to a fortress that I made from ice. I'm out there hustling. I go back to the nice-ass crib that I got off of hustling, off of selling ice. Trust in me. We don't got a flashback to that match. Justice League. They gave me the kryptonite. Justice League, kryptonite, Superman, DC, laser, Fortress of Solitude. Listen, man. My man Nitty was wilding. My man Nitty's wilding. So now he comes back with his second round. And now he comes out with the rebuttal to the Nas shit. And he's bombing. Nitty's bombing. You feel me? Hold on. Fix your mic. There you go.
No, you good. I can hear you now. You good. I can hear you now. My bad. Good.
Yeah. He's bombing. Nitty comes out with the second round.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe Nitty knows he's down 1-0 going into the second round?
Yeah, he knows it. He knows it. So that's why he's like, I got a rebuttal. You don't see Nitty. I think even going into the battle, he knew, like, okay, I'm going to have to rebuttal this battle with Danny Myers. And a lot of my opponents are they know that now. They're think about this, bro. Now it's like everybody's rebuttaling. Like, even when after I battle Tay-Rod, his next battle's Vixen, and he's rebuttaling. Right.
Stay right there with the rebuttaling. Give me the Mount Rushmore. You a story of battle rap. I want the top five guys of rebuttals of all time, in your opinion.
Big Cannon. Charlie Clips. Hollow the Don, Illmac, Chef Trez, or Disaster. You know, because I mean, these are the guys, bro. These are the guys that was doing it before. Like when Illmac man was doing it, and the whole round was like freestyle. You know what I'm saying? When they was doing the 60-second rounds and shit, and they had to rebuttal everything that their opponent just said back in the WRCs. You know, like these are the goats of this shit. Big Cannon is so slept on, and of course Hollow the Don is nice with that shit. Charlie Clips he's made a legacy off of rebuttaling and freestyling mid-moment. He's one of the goats of that shit, man. And you know, I never intended to be the best at the rebuttal shit. I thought, to me, it was just another attribute that I had that I underutilized. So for the last 3 years, I've been like, nah, man, let me really show that I can do this shit.
But Danny, is it a good thing that guys are trying to bring that in their repertoire and they also know now? Is that a good thing?
Yeah, because it's a weapon. Like battle rap is a weapon. It's a war. So if you can rebuttal, why not? It bring everything that you got to the war. The army doesn't take only the rocket launchers and M16s and leave the 9mm behind. They don't say when you look at these guys, they got the machine gun on their back, the grenades, and then they got the sidearm, and then they got a knife in the boot. Like if they run out of bullets, they got something else they can use. So that's what the rebuttal is. It's like you might have to pull one of them motherfuckers out. You might have to pull a rebuttal out and get the momentum. However, it's also risky because if the rebuttal doesn't land, then you can lose momentum and put yourself at a disadvantage at the start of your round. Not saying that you can't get the momentum back, but it's not a good way to start your round if you rebuttal and it just falls flat. You just shot an air ball. Now the crowd like, come on, man. I've done it.
Who did you battle? I forgot the battle you had where you had a mean rebuttal. Was it Suge? And you negated this whole round? Was it Suge?
Yeah. Suge. Yeah, Suge. When he was talking about my daughter being a stripper.
Right.
So I hit him. When I found out my daughter was a stripper, it was soul stinging. But she just like her daddy. We both pole swinging. Knocked this whole round out. So that's the power. That's the power of a rebuttal because you can actually eliminate somebody whole round. I've seen guys do it. Like A-Ward is a master at that shit. Chef Trez, Sharon. These are guys that can eliminate your whole round with a rebuttal. So, you know, I can do it. I can do it. Like when Ace Amin comes out with a crazy first round versus me. Ace Amin round was wild. I think it's super underrated. And then I come out with the latex rebuttal, and it's like now like I already won the round. And so that is just a good skill to have. If you're not really good at it, you can practice it, but I wouldn't recommend practicing it in high level battles. You might want to go to one of those small leagues and practice on over there if you're not really good at it. But I try to stay sharp with it.
Is that what you were doing?
I do it every battle though. I do it every battle. I've been doing it since 2013. People just wasn't noticing.
Okay, got you.
I did it versus Themes mid-round. Nobody even knew I was freestyling. That was crazy.
Your facial expression when Nitty is rapping in the second round, the respect factor that both of y'all have for each other throughout this battle. Because Danny, I know you be looking at niggas sometimes and be like,
right.
All right, man. That was cool.
Right. Hurry up, get your round over with, nigga.
But both of y'all, a couple of times, were tapping each other like, you know?
Right. Yeah, nah, but it's a level of respect. It was a level of respect. It's like, man, this dude Nitty is wilding. He's wilding. So it's just like, I
tweeted out that this is the reason we call Nitty the alien because of that second round.
His second round was so bonkers, man. It was just like, but at the end of the day, like what you don't expect less. You don't expect less of that level. So like the thing about guys like Nitty and myself is that like not to toot my horn, but we're so good that when we have a game that's on a 90 and not 100, it's almost like it was a letdown. Even though our 90 is still better than the average somebody that's coming with a 75 or 80. We got our battle was a total score of 90 points. We was on level 90. Wasn't quite at 100, but it was still good. And if so much is expected out of us. I think guys like Loaded Lux and Daylight, and Nitty, myself, and Hollow the Don, like when we don't have an A game, it's bad. It's a bad game. It's like no in between for us. Like it's either you was amazing or you was just man, we ain't really like that. Even though we were still phenomenal. So yeah, Nitty's second round was like, damn, bro. I'm like, okay, I gotta come right back. I gotta come back and do something. And it's like it never felt like I could have beat that momentum he had with all the bars he was hitting you with. So it was like, all right, they looking at it like tie game. It's tie game. Now we go to the third.
It comes out to the third, right? This battle really comes out to the third, doesn't it?
The third round is where that's where you really have to call it. And if you prefer what Nitty was doing or you prefer what I was doing, that's the winner. And what I did was I just chose to go somewhere else lyrically because I'm like, I could just punch with him. I could keep doing this back and forth bar fest, but I'm like, no, let me go to a level that he can't do. He don't rap. He can't go. He can't do this. Let me separate myself from Rum Nitty, once and for all. And so I went a whole nother direction. And
but the direction you went, would you say that it was the wordplay mixed in with the fast flow, with the cadence? You know what I mean? I mean, you had, of course, the Daylight bar, the parallel.
Yeah, bro. I just wanted to rap. I just wanted to rap. Like, let's get into some MC shit now. Let's get into some lyrical shit and separate. Because I mean, I've been in so many punch fests that I'm grown out of the punch fest. Even if you look back, I'm willing to take risks. Like I battled it out with Briggs, Belvedere, Big K, Killer, JC, Danger Zone, all the punchers, right? I battled all the punchers, Nitty twice. So Mac Myron, Will. So I get to the point where it's like, all right, let me just start doing something different. So when you watch me versus Av, right? Now I'll go to my third round, and now I'm finna. And the third round didn't go off the way I wanted it to, because I wanted to walk from one end of the stage and walk all the way across to the other end while rapping my round about the Av. But the way the crowd was closed in, I just had to stand there and rap it because they were so crowded in. So I took off the third of punching. I'm not gonna punch and do all this metaphor. But I wasn't punching with Av anyway. I was more like, what I do is like more so metaphor rap. I do metaphor like pyramid rap. My shit ain't. Guys. These guys were doing
your Greekology bars. You be having out there.
Yeah, bro. Like I grew out of the punching because when I was punching back to back, people were saying Danny fire, but all he doing is just random punches. Like 2013, 2014, 2015, people was like, man, Danny only can punch. Like that's he's a one-trick pony. So in the beat-out battle is where I said, no, let me show y'all that lyrically I can go anywhere with you. Because that's why, bar guy, I always say bar guy never meant punchline guy. I never said I was the punchline guy. I said the bar guy, meaning the god of bars.
Was that a misconception that the bar guy was accumulated with the punchline shit?
Yeah, it was always a misconception. I never said I was the punchline guy. I just said I'm the god of bars, period. Because I've done drug dealing bars, life bars, pain bars, family bars, socioeconomics, science, string theory, parallel universes, Einstein theory of relativity, all that. I rap about the spectrum that I'm able to pull from. That's what makes me the bar guy. Because I can rap about the most relatable hood shit all the way to gamma rays in outer space. So, and nebulas. I'm on that type of shit. So I never was the conventional battle rapper. And I think that was another reason why it took so long for me to start garnering respect from the fans and my peers, is because I was just something they had never seen before. Like, when you can, like when I came in here, when I started this shit, y'all never compared me to nobody.
Nah, at all.
Nobody ever said Danny's trying to be Arsenal. Danny's trying to be Goods. He's trying to sound like Sir. Nobody ever said that.
Original.
So it was more like, oh, this guy's screaming yikes and he's corny. Like, that was the misconception. It was like, no, nigga, I'm just smart. And I remember one time Luck said, sometimes I feel like I'm smarter than the people I'm rapping for. And I remember Luck saying that, and it hit me. It's like, damn. Like, maybe I be saying shit that, not saying that they don't get it, but maybe they just don't want to hear this type of shit. But my thing, Daylight, you know, I had a few conversations with Daylight. He was like, Danny, don't try to be a smack rapper. You're gonna lose these battles because you're trying to appeal to this particular crowd when you just need to just unleash and just be who you are. And ever since he had that conversation with me, I started more just being more free form, more not being trapped in a box.
Right.
And I wanted to just kind of be one of the leaders that show other battlers that you don't have to rap this certain way like everybody else and sound like everybody else.
Right.
And sometimes it will cost you a battle. Look back and be like, yo, this dude actually was revolutionizing this game.
Right.
Where you see everybody's doing parallel universes now. Like, Danny Myers actually contributed to the culture in a lot of good, positive ways. And so that's me. And especially at this age, like I said, I'm in Zen mode. I'm in teacher mode. Where I'm not so much trying to just kill my opponent. I'm more so trying to teach them some shit. You don't know how many of my opponents came to me after the battle and said, bro, I just learned so much from that battle. Now I'm finna start doing this and doing that. And so I'm like Yoda of this shit, like the bar god for real.
Hey. How proud of you? How proud of you are you of your Tay-Rock battle though?
How proud?
Material wise. Yeah, material wise.
I love the material because I did 3 totally different rounds. I talked to him. I had some angles. I had some jokes. I had bars, name flips. I think I did everything you could do. I checked every box you could check.
You did, Danny. You checked every box in that battle.
The hammer time shit, haymakers, metaphor. The way I started my second round off about the Fiend and the rock shit, like that was crazy.
I think Nitty tried to flip your hammer timeline, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I gotta watch the battle.
I think he did though. I think he tried to flip. It was alright, but
I got one that I might flip my damn self. You know what I mean? So versus who knows?
Okay. Now, fast forward to Gnome, right? Gnome.